I'm so excited. That might be myself. Actually, oh my gosh, let's take some pictures. So we actually routed to New York, especially for this flight, because it's on their new A350, which features their new reverse herringbone Cirrus NG upper class. All new plane, all new business class. They call it upper class, but spent the night at the TWA hotel. Now we're going to show you this experience, which is pretty dope. $47,500 Virgin, plus a whopping $600 plus in taxes and fees. Those taxes and fees are killer. You can use Delta to avoid it, but otherwise, if you want to experience upper, more than likely you're going to shell out for those taxes and fees. Anyways, let's do it. Let's do it. Checking a bag. If I can, I always wrap it. It protects it, keeps it safe. Anyways, let's go do that upper class check-in, and we'll go straight to the lounge. Yeah.
Wake up, baby, all the stars are shining.
So we are checked in, off to the lounge. Let's check this out. We're excited. Virgin, upper class, clubhouse, JFK, Terminal 4. Yep.
Just keep holding me, don't let me go. Everything's so magical. All I need is you tonight. If I shut my eyes, keeping them closed, all the senses explodes. You and me under the sky.
So we're in the lounge, and they do this whole sit-down dining experience. So come along for the journey. We are tired, we are hungry, we're ready to fly, but we gotta eat. Because we need a lot, and maybe a little bit of. They give you an entire cocktail list and a full menu. And there's someone that comes over and takes care of you. So it's all waiter service. And then let's look at the food options because they look delicious. Cauliflower ceviche. Doesn't that just look like it could just be normal ceviche? And this is a ceviche. So it's got the next round Beyond Burger with fries, and look at this seared salmon. Looks delicious. Elizabeth is really enjoying these raw beets and carrots. This is actually vegetables too, Beyond Burger. It looks absolutely delicious. The feast continues, but in a healthy way. Going to the fruit sorbet, and we're just very slowly sipping the Lanson, but it is quite tasty. I'm very excited about this A350 adventure tonight. New business, new upper. We're about to the gate. I'm very excited. I don't know if you can tell. A350, new upper, boarding in 5 or 10. We're gonna try and get on first. Alright, stay tuned. We're gonna board soon.
Let's stay up all night, give our hearts a new beginning. When we fell in love, every second, every minute, we were high on life. Didn't waste our time, didn't sleep as much as.
Oh my gosh, let's take some pictures. This is Virgin's new upper. These are Cirrus NG seats, reverse herringbone. Look at all this. I mean, this is amazing. Here's the window seats. This is just bulkheads. I mean, what a sexy, sexy plane. How cool is this? Notice.
I've done some fizz up there as well.
This is where we
No,
are.
just the Prosecco.
7D, 7G. So now that it's lighter, I thought that I would walk you guys through this again as we're descending into Heathrow. So I'm in 7D, Bill's in 7G. You can see that this is the new Zodiac Cirrus NG seat, which is typically like a reverse herringbone configuration, but I'm actually facing as you would on a herringbone config because my head is in and my feet are out, but those guys over there are flops. Head out, feet in, like a normal reverse herringbone. We'll walk you through the seat and why it's a little bit different than what you might see on Cathay or American, EVA, which has the other Cirrus seats. So as you can see where I'm sitting, we got a seat belt up here, pulls down for takeoff and landing. Pretty consistent with that's pretty consistent with Virgin. Flip it around, I'll show you the seating controls. Now the seating controls are all on the aisle side of the seat. I found them to be a little tricky. They didn't quite work as I thought that they would, but they look really cool. I mean, the overall color scheme and everything is beautiful. So this is seat up, bed mode, the whole works all the way through. So as far as storage, there's very little. The only storage are these two shelves, and then this thing that goes up and down. So you can see I'm struggling. That goes up and down, and it creates this little kind of pocket right here. So on like Cathay, you would see this whole thing here, which is actually the life vest on this. This would be storage. As would like this area down here would have another storage compartment. So that's a big difference because I don't have any place to put like my valuables when we're up in the air. I actually just kept my bag down there and put my my wallet, my phone and everything inside of it, which is just different. I mean, I like having some storage right next to my head, especially when I'm in bed mode. If we look over here, we have this shelf, and we have this shelf. You can see the size. So these two shelves are basically all you've got, and there's no door. So takeoff and landing, all of your stuff has, I mean, it's pretty easy for it just to fall out. In addition to that, if we look down at the footwell, see there's nothing under the footwell, so there's no storage there either, and it narrows as you go in. So that's the basic seat tours in terms of like where the storage is. I found the seat to be fairly narrow when I was down. It felt much narrower than like if I'm on another Cirrus design reverse herringbone, or if you compare it even to Super Diamond. For B&E Aerospace, which you'll find on like Qatar has them, American has them. They did. I do like this. I'll show you this. So this is the tray table, comes down. It's nice because it actually leaves this space open, so I can eat here and watch TV. And like this is still kind of open. I can have my legs up, but like as you can see, it's not really bothering me. So I think that's like a nice tray table design. The IFE is large. I had issues with it throughout the flight. It wouldn't go on and off when it was supposed to. It kept popping on. I was actually watching a movie that stopped in the middle of it, and then it deleted the movie. Not from like where I was watching it, but off of the IFE. It just disappeared, never to be found again. They glitched several times. Another thing that's a little odd, it's fine for us because we know each other, obviously we're engaged. This only goes halfway, which is a little odd. If I don't know that person, then obviously like I'm blocked here, but you would think that it would go all the way across. Another thing, if you come over to this side, is, you know, the big thing now is doors. BA put it on their club suite. They have doors. Qatar has doors. This comes out to here, so you can see that. I mean, it honestly, it obstructs the aisle enough that I don't think it's a big deal at all. It's the basic seat tour. If you're on your own, sit on the window. Because of the way that these are angled, it's better for couples because you're actually head in, feet out, although it still feels like a reverse herringbone. So for us when we're dining, like we could hold hands, or I could try her food, or you know, all of that. The normal reverse herringbone, you're so far apart because your head's out and your feet are in, that even if you're sitting in the middle, it's not like you're really sitting together. Something I have never seen before, your phone turns into a remote. I think I'm just going to touch the screen now. I'm not going to try and even pair it because that stuff never works very well, so I'm just going to skip it. Also, when it comes to the seat, another cool little thing is on these Cirrus reverse herringbones, you can just slide right into bed. So when I'm touching the screen and I want to watch a movie, versus the old version upper. The old version upper, you had to like call them over, you had to like flip the seat back down, and that would make the bed. This is just like press the button and then you're in the bed mode. So that's a nice little perk. But anyways, pairing the phone, who knew? So in the menu, you'll order, before you actually go to bed, you'll order breakfast. So I went ahead and ordered, and then I'll tear it out of the menu and hand it in to one of the flight attendants. So you can see what I ordered. This is especially important. Daddy needs his coffee. We're up in the air. We're gonna go change into our pajamas. Oh, one other thing I wanted to point out. Nice. Is that the seats in Biz, and a lot of times they don't do this, but it has individual air nozzles. So the cabin's actually quite cool. I was just talking some in this heavy TWA thing, but I'm gonna go pop into their pajamas and I'll be back, and then they're gonna start the meal service. We're gonna just dine out, have little champers, and just enjoy this new A350-1000, brand new upper class. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. It's taken Virgin to another level. I'm excited to see what the rest of this experience is like. Yeah. Anyone's gonna be hanging out on a 6-hour flight to London, but I mean, it's whatever. So first course, we just got the salad. It's an heirloom tomato. It looks quite delicious. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. So heirloom tomato, nice little vinaigrette. Dig in. Yep. So the gnocchi in this game looks delicious as well, so let's dig in there. Gnocchi's pretty good. Flourless cake. Little flourless chocolate cake looks quite delicious. Let's just try it. Good night. We are off to bed. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know. But see you for breakfast. Good night. I don't know how well you guys can actually see, but they just served breakfast. Let's see if this helps. They just served some breakfast. I have not slept at all. So it's going to be a fun first day in England. But it's worth it. Virgin Upper A350. I'm going to check out what I'm going to have for breakfast. In terms of just the overall Virgin experience, it's awesome. I mean, Virgin is a fantastic airline. The crew, the service was impeccable, flawless. You're getting pajamas. It really is first class treatment in a business class seat. I think that's the whole essence of upper class. I couldn't find a single flaw in the service. Food was good. Really, like, it's a fun airline to fly. Would I do it again with the taxes and fees? It's such a bitter pill to swallow. I mean, $600 in taxes and fees. Although it is only $47.5 from the East Coast, you can see some pretty decent fares out of the West Coast, but with so many great products out there, I think that this actually puts Virgin at a different level in terms of competition. I really like this. The gentleman that was sitting ahead of me, he does not like it at all. Prefers the other configuration, so you're going to have everyone that has their own personal choices. I think this is very private. I think they could potentially retrofit to add a door onto this area here. That would be a monster move. Or if they could somehow integrate some sort of storage thing in here, or if they're retrofitting A330s or Dreamliners or anything in the future, they could add more storage into this configured Cirrus seat, or even pick a different Cirrus. I think they'd be better off personally, but still a fantastic product. I think it really does put Virgin at a different level of competition. So Virgin Atlantic Upper Class A350-1000 completed. Now we're off to England. This is Zachary Barable. That's Little Strange Monkey Miles. Please like, subscribe if you like this content. We are off. We're in a little bit of a traffic jam now, but anyways, yep.